Hi, this is Kathy at inkingpaperwithkat.com. Welcome to my craft room. Today's project is a Mother's Day card. Mother's Day is rapidly approaching, uh, just in a couple of weeks, so it's time to get Mother's Day cards made and ready to go. I like giving Mother's Day cards to people who aren't my mom. My mom is no longer with me, so it's nice to honor some of the great moms that I know and that I've watched raise their kids and have done such a fabulous job. So we have a very simple card, embossing on the background, a little bit of watercolor, some stamping and some punching, really nothing to it. The supplies you will need: card base. This is thick Whisper White. Piece of cardstock. Today we are going to do Pacific Point. We need a piece of Whisper White for stamping, a small piece of vellum, and we also need a piece of the Pacific Point for punching our back piece for this label. This one used the Blushing Bride glitter paper, but we don't have a blue glitter paper, so I am going to go with that. So let's get started by doing our background stamping first. We're using the Birthday Blooms stamp set. I used that the other day as well. I really do like this stamp set. It's just so pretty and so soft. We're using Versamark ink. So ink up your stamp really well. And you're just gonna stamp all over your background. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see the Versamark, so you really just have to tilt it to the light and you can get a better sense of where you are. We're just going to do some little pieces here. And I think we need one right there. Alright, we're going to use clear embossing powder. Embossing powders that I use a lot of and get multiple jars. I just store in a tub. So we're going to put that on our image. Make sure you've got it all covered. Okay, let's get our heat tool out. I just knocked over my trimming board. I love the look of the clear embossing powder on a piece of cardstock just for a background effect. Okay, there we go. If you're new to embossing, remember that this heat tool gets really hot, so make sure you keep your fingers away from it. You can burn yourself, I know from experience. Okay. I see one place that didn't quite. adhere this to our card back. We're going to use Fast Fuse. Line it up. Okay, while we've got our embossing out, let's go ahead and do our greeting. For the greeting, I am using Teeny Tiny Wishes. It has a small Mother's Day saying that is just perfect for this kind of small greeting. So again, we're going to use Versamark. Stamp it. And for this one, we are using white embossing powder. Now, I will tell you that vellum will curl very quickly. So you need to make sure that your gun is hot so that it immediately goes to work. There we go. Okay, we're going to punch this out with the large oval punch. The large oval punch and the scalloped oval punch are all retiring. So if you don't have these punches and you want them, I would suggest you get to the Stampin' Up! Site immediately and get them ordered before they're gone. I love these punches. I use them so much. Stampin' Up! We'll be having something that I think will do the trick in the new catalog. So look for that when it comes out on June 1st. But for right now, if you want these stamps or these punches, you need to get them. All right, now I will tell you, when you put adhesive on the back of vellum, it is going to show. So my solution is I use snail and I cover the entire piece so that it all looks the same. Okay, so there you have it. All right, let's do our stamping for our flower so we can do some coloring on that. And what you're going to need is archival ink, and I used the black on this. And we are again using the Birthday Bloom set, and we're using just the single flower. And that's really what I like about this particular set, is because it is so versatile. There are so many different things that you can do with it. It is not just for birthdays or Mother's Day. It really has a lot of versatility. So center your flower. I'm using Pacific Point ink. I don't have a large one. Don't know how I did that, but I don't have one. So I've got a little cube. So I'm just going to stamp that on a piece of plexiglass. And then I'm going to take my aqua painter and pull some of that color where I want it. And we just lay that color into our flower. Pick up more as you need it. And you can go in and add dabs of a little bit darker if you want to get some shading on there. Make sure you clean your brush off between colors. And we're going to use the macaroon just because I want a really pastel-y kind of color on the leaves. With the large pads, you just press in the center and pick up the ink on the lid, and they're good to go. It's a nice way to add some color. It's easy, it's fast. You don't have to be real persnickety about it. All right, let's take our greeting. We're going to pop that up with some dimensionals. And I'm just using the edges. That way you can use every single bit of your dimensionals. Nothing goes to waste. All right, let's add some fast fuse on the back of this one. Adhere it to our card. Center it. And there you have it, Mother's Day card. One in Pacific Point, one in Blushing Bride. I don't know, which one do you like best? I'm actually leaning towards the Pacific Point. Kind of like the way that came out. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the project and visit again soon. Bye-bye.